But we have the expert here with us for that, John Heyman, our MLB Network insider. So let's talk free agents coming up at the end of the year. And let's break them down into 3 different categories. And then you give me your best estimation of where you think they may be headed. And let's start with this great class of free agent shortstops.
First I'll say this probably isn't on Freeman's mind. It's more on my mind than his. But I would say do not try this at home. And if anybody's clipping and saving this, I'm going to be embarrassed because you never know where guys go. Well, let's start with the shortstops.
We appreciate the effort.
All right, Javier Baez. I'm going to predict he's going to go back to the Cubs. They like him. They weren't that far apart in the negotiations, so I could see that happening. I'm not going to rule out the Mets. Carlos Correa. I'm not going to be shocked if he stays in Houston now. I really won't, but I'm going to pick the Tigers. A.J. Hinch is there. I know he liked him. They want to do something big this year.
Real quick, if they win the World Series, will that have an effect either way?
It might, yeah, absolutely. Corey Seager. The Yankees need a left-handed bat, so I'm going to go with the Yankees there. We've got Marcus Semien.
This will be good.
This is going to go a little bit off the board on this one. Not a lot of people know the Twins made a big play for him in the offseason. The Jays did get him. If they get into a battle with the Jays, though, I don't see them winning that. So, that's a little bit of a long shot.
Second or shortstop with the Twins?
He's a shortstop. Okay. He wants to be a shortstop, and he can play shortstop very well, obviously. Trevor Story. I'm going to say Rangers. The hometown is Arlington, Texas. Didn't have the year that he normally has, but very talented guy. I think they probably appreciate him. So that's the shortstops. That's quite a class for the shortstops. A lot of good pitchers, too, right? We have a number of excellent pitchers who are free agents.
You're ready to go. You want to just roll right into one question on Correa and the Tigers. You think because A.J. Hinch is there and they're ready to spend money to try to take
that's
the next
it.
step?
That's what I think. Okay. But as I said, I'm not going to rule out Houston. I wouldn't rule out New York, too, for Correa. The one reason I picked Seager.
Which team?
Neither one.
Okay.
I do think he wants to stay at shortstop. Obviously, he'd have to play third base with the Mets, but if you ever watch him take grounders, he's great at third, too. He could play, and he's got the arm for it.
Let's get to pitchers.
Let's go to a lot of great pitchers. Obviously, we have an all-time great, starting with Clayton Kershaw. I got to figure the Dodgers figure it out. That's where he belongs. If he doesn't go there, I'm going to say he goes home to Texas and goes to the Rangers. Max Scherzer, the Dodgers like those guys on relatively short deals, even if they're paid a ton. And, he's going to be paid a ton. He wants probably a 3-year deal to pitch into his 40s. I'm going to say he sticks with the Dodgers as well. If not, it could be the Angels for him. I think he likes L.A. We learned that at the trade deadline. Justin Verlander, we know he likes L.A. because that's where he wanted to go when he was going to be traded. Was surprised to go to Houston. Did accept at the last minute, but the Angels need pitching, so they're going to have to get somebody. And I'm going to say that they'll take Verlander if they don't get Scherzer. Robbie Ray, terrific. Probably the Cy Young winner in the American League. I didn't have that vote, so I can say that. I would vote for him. I think the Yankees need another starter, and why not a lefty? So I'm going to say Yankees there. The Jays are not a small market team, so they will compete. They made some good signings. Semien was a good signing. Ray was a good signing, and they'll probably hold on to one of the two, even if I didn't predict them.
And just real quick, it's interesting because you got older guys. You got Verlander, Scherzer, Kershaw, but they still can command big bucks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I do think that Scherzer will get a record contract at this point. Shouldn't he get more than Bauer?
Yeah,
I would think so. Now, Kershaw is coming off an injury
year.
It's going to be interesting to see whether they give him a qualifying offer or not.
Right. But still, he could get the big bucks with L.A., maybe not necessarily the other teams.
Yeah.
But it's just, these are generational guys who we've come
all-time greats.
Right.
Kershaw and Scherzer.
All Hall of Famers.
Oh, man, they're already Hall of Famers. And Scherzer looks like he's got 3 more years in him, the way he's pitching now. So, Verlander, also a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Okay. Hall of Famer.
And then just notable free agents to big-name guys and where they might land.
It's a pretty good class. Chris Bryant, he could stay with the Giants, but I've got a different pick here. I think the Mets are going to be looking at third base. They'd like some versatility. That seemed like the logical move for them at the deadline, but they ended up with Baez, who played very, very well for them. But I'm saying the Mets for Bryant. Wouldn't be shocked if he stayed with the Giants, though. Castellanos, this could be anywhere, but I'm going to say the Brewers. Obviously, Al Garcia is a free agent, so we don't know if they're going to hold on to him. They could use some offense. You could use a right-handed bat to go with the Yelich and the lefty.
And that park is similar to Cincinnati's in terms of being a hitter's park.
Might be a little pricey for Milwaukee, but
hitting's got him the last few years in the postseason, so go get a consistent bat.
Freddie Freeman. I mean, this is an easy one, I think, right?
Right.
I mean, come on. I'm going to get at least one right, right? He's not going anywhere. I mean, he does live in L.A., at least part-time. Not sure how that would work.
Hard to see him in any other uniform besides the Braves.
I don't see it, although Muncy can play other positions, but I mean, I think they'll work it out. You mentioned Goldschmidt, which was 5 for 30. They're willing to do that. I mean, from what I understand, they're willing to give him the 5 for 130, or they were even before this postseason. I think your 5 for 150 might be right on. That's probably what he should get at this point.
Appreciate that.
You're good at this. Maybe you should be doing it. Next, you'll do it.
No.
Albert Pujols. I mean, I'm just doing this for you, Fran. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. You never know. I mean, they may have the universal DH coming up. I mean, he's beloved in St. Louis.
Yes, he is.
You love him.
Yes, I do.
Obviously. You think he was even great with the Angels. So.
I think he was better than what most people think he was
All
with
right.
the Angels.
In any case,
we've had that debate.
He is an all-time great.
Yes.
He's beloved in St. Louis.
Got a hit last night.
He sounds like he wants to play another year.
Yes.
You know, I think the Cardinals can carry him, maybe.
All right.
That's
All
it.
right. Now, you said, hey, don't remember this clip. We're going to do precisely the opposite.
No,
We're going to mark it right now.
No.
We're going to bring it back in
Well,
the off season.
I-
But you're a brave man. And
I feel good about Freeman, so I should go at least 1 for 13.